Hi everyone, as requested I'm going to be reviewing what a triathlete eats in a day. Espresso with cream and sugar. Yeah, perfect. Says everything. It means that you have no energy. That's why you need to adrenalize your body. Wheat thin cereal, oh my god, with milk, pasteurized milk probably. Basically only sugar with a bunch of anti-nutrients and toxins. My god, you can't even have a worse breakfast. That people actually eat this wheat sludge nowadays, that they get brainwashed to eat that, even though it's a toxic waste product. Crazy. So crazy. Oh my god, coffee number 2, 6:20 a.m. Wow. Okay, we could pretty much end this video because it already means that nothing is working in his life.
Look, it's 8 a.m. You're already done with a run.
Oh, that's not true. It is 8:23.
Since when do you start working out early?
Well, yeah.
What I noticed right away is that his body fat is pretty low, obviously because he's consuming absolute slave food and then he goes for a run. It has to be like this.
Just ran an hour outside. Probably down around 2 pounds, even though I consumed a liter in that time, just because it's so hot. So I got 16 ounces of water, and then...
Yeah, his body fat is really low. Also, how old is this guy? He looks like he's in his 40s. I'm gonna try to look it up. On Wikipedia it says that he's 36. Wow. I am almost 36, but his skin condition is nuts. It's because of the low body fat, also the coffee, the super horrible diet so far. It couldn't even get any worse. Hopefully it won't get worse. I can't really imagine how. And just because of the constant stress, the running, the triathlons, which is what I assume he does for a living. I don't know this guy.
2 scoops of momentous recovery. I have that memorized. 2 grams fat, 20 grams carb. Yes. 20 grams protein, 2 grams fat, 10 grams carb.
He can't even think properly anymore. It's because his brain is essentially damaged. You can call it brain damage if you're nutrient deficient to the point where you're losing all of the fat in your body, and of course the organs will also suffer. The organs only suffer at the very end when you're starving, but seeing as he has starved himself so severely, it's probably already leaching the fat from the organs, the brain specifically.
And then I'll chug this, and then I will have second breakfast.
Or third.
Oh my god, that's a crazy amount of wrinkles for a 36-year-old. That should maybe start soonest in your mid-40s, really in your 50s. It's really over the top.
Second.
We get cereal this morning.
That's first.
This is second?
Well, this is just a rehydration/recovery drink.
And what do you got going on in the background?
The men's Olympic triathlon. Don't tell me what happens, because this is like 5 hours old now.
Oh wow, that's his next meal. Potatoes, pure carbohydrates, only sugar, no micronutrients, bread, glyphosate, anti-nutrients, toxins, sugar, fiber, nothing. And some green leaves, hopefully some meat or eggs inside.
All right.
Okay, yeah, egg sandwich, 2 eggs. Okay, the eggs are the only good ingredient.
Meal number 2. I like when you come over here and prepares my breakfast for me. Come over more often. Like chopped potatoes, canned.
I just can't stop looking at his skin. It's just so bad.
Potatoes, put into the air fryer. Can I shut this off? Air fryer, amazing. Cook every one of my meals in the air fryer now. And then egg sandwich with mayo, vegetables, and 2 eggs. And then Chick-fil-A sauce. Not on thefeed.com, but should be as well. Make sure you get a solid 2 tablespoons of Chick-fil-A in you with every.
Usually people who do swimming, running, cycling eat this kind of garbage. Just a bunch of empty carbohydrates, and then if you're lucky, you will see some eggs, maybe some super lean meat.
Meal.
I think you should just Chick-fil-A yourself.
I mean, I have.
So you're watching Olympics now. Who was your podium picks?
My podium pick was Yi for the win, Weil in second, and Morgan Pearson in third. That was my pick. Oh my god. I knew Yi was going to win. Wow.
Is that not insane?
That's incredible.
Wow, only for them it's incredible. For me, I couldn't possibly sit through that. It's so boring, I would just die. Oh, it's the France Olympics, of course. My god. What a joke.
Is that not insane?
That's insane. I mean, that is truly insane.
All right, now on the way to the pool.
I don't get what is insane. That they are doing that. Yeah, I agree. They are running on pavement for no reason. Essentially in a circle.
You drinking?
This will be pleasant, hey? Sitting down on here. I'm having a coffee.
Espresso coffee again, 9:15 a.m. Oh my god, it's just done already. If you want to live a slave life like this, doing triathlons, whatever, if you're that brainwashed, but then at least eat well. What is this? If you need free coffees in the morning, then it means that nothing is working in your body biologically. Your body fat is too low, you consume grain sludge for carbohydrates with no micronutrients, obviously you will be exhausted and tired all day long.
With a tablespoon.
Also, coffee really dries out your skin. No wonder that he has those wrinkles. Oh my god. It's the oldest looking 36-year-old on this earth. Not, he destroyed his body.
All right, we're back home.
Another 2 scoops momentous recovery with 20 grams protein, 2 grams fat, 10 grams carbs. Inside of what looks to be 14 ounces of water.
And it is noon.
11:54.
Are you having lunch too? Mm-hmm. What's for lunch?
Ramen noodles.
How many packs?
Just one.
Oh, it can get worse. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, he did it.
Then I'll have, I don't know, something else too with it.
Also,
Try to get off the caffeine by noon, and it's 12:02. So
Coffee number 4. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
just a little 1 ouncer of espresso.
Oh my god, man. Literally, if you would just change your diet, you wouldn't need this much coffee. Yes, he lives a super stressful life. But if you would actually eat naturally, your body could handle it. But of course, eating a wheat sludge and then some kind of noodles, which is again grain sludge, only carbohydrates. Of course, you're eating empty carbohydrates. It's like eating candy. You're only getting sugar and toxins. If you only get sugar and toxins, you have no energy at all. You cannot even have. And then, of course, you need coffee. Of course. Obviously.
coffee number 3 in the day.
4. I had a 1 ouncer before my run too this morning after my doppio. So that's only 6 shots of espresso today. It's a good day.
You need some sugar?
Handful of M&Ms while I wait for my.
He already had sugar the whole day. This guy eats... what? It's just... Oh my god.
Ramen noodles to cool. Actually, believe it or not, I've measured this, and that is more than a serving of M&Ms. A handful.
M&Ms.
Yes. This is almost 200 calories. You know how easy it is to get cows?
Yeah, of course. M&Ms and ramen noodles. I'm speechless.
Man, what a delicious treat. Yum. All about that.
Literally not. Literally horrible. What's wrong with these people? Was that a joke? I don't get it. Delicious ramen noodles with M&Ms. Delicious. Delicious.
Micronutrients.
What? Oh, he's joking. No, he's joking for sure. Wait, let me go back. Because there's no way that he said micronutrients seriously. Obviously, that's a joke. Let's go back.
Easy it is to get cows.
Man, what a delicious treat.
Yum.
All about that micronutrients.
Yeah, okay. He's definitely joking.
Mike, workout ahead. Got lots of calories on tap. Run us through it.
80 grams, more than 320 in there, 500 mils of fluid. More than 320 in there, 500 mils of fluid. 700 mils of water. And there should be more than 160. You take all that in 2 hours, you get 100 grams an hour. Found out in Lake Placid, that's about my limit. So just working at my limit.
Oh my god, man, look at his face expression. He hates it so much, which means that he hates himself. Only somebody who wants to destroy themselves would do this. This is what you're looking at, pure self-destruction.
I'm having like something healthy that Aaron's gonna make so that it seems like I eat healthy so I don't get so many negative comments. Anyhow, 1 scoop.
This is pretty normal, though.
This is chocolate. Aaron says this is ridiculous. Chocolate into orange juice.
You actually do this every day?
I'm doing this every day. Yeah, it's delicious.
Chocolate again has caffeine. It's basically, again, just a need for adrenaline.
Well, it's not delicious, it's disgusting, but it's healthy.
Why don't you get like a...
It's healthy, and he means it. That wasn't a joke, for sure.
Delicious.
Bon appetit.
And you'll still have dinner now.
Of course.
All right. It is 5:50 p.m. I actually don't recall ever seeing you eat this early. But what are we eating now? It's dinner.
We now are eating what's called beer skillet mac.
Yeah, one pot chili.
It's chili slash...
It's not slash anything. It's like chili with noodles.
It's a
I'll put all the ingredients
It's a
right
noodle
here.
chili topped with, it's got vegetables in it. It's got onion, jalapeno peppers,
Carrot, bell pepper,
mushroom, this thing, what is this? Avocado.
A bunch of man-made vegetables which don't exist in nature, and then avocado, which also doesn't exist in nature the way it is here.
And then I'm going to moderately douse it in Dreams of Calypso. And then I'm going to drink 3 Izzy's to cancel it all out. But it's 60% juice, so it's good for you.
So this is a day in the life of eating. You know how many calories you probably ate?
Izzy's. What are Izzy's? It doesn't have caffeine again, right? It's not some energy drink. I don't know. I've never heard of that.
No. But I would estimate it to be...
Oh, is it beer? Because it said beer before. No, right? Or maybe.
If you include my training, eating, I mean, it's always 5,000 to 6,000, always. So, and then on my really heavy days, it's 7,000 to 8,000 total. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching another day.
Oh, that's it already. So you eat no meat. You ate eggs. He's basically vegetarian. I don't know if that's done on purpose or if it was only this day of eating. If it's so, then it's crazy, but look at this guy. He looks very sick, tired, exhausted, stressed. The body fat is way too low. The condition of the skin is horrible for a 36-year-old. Oh my god. No wonder with this kind of a diet, that kind of a lifestyle, just coffee all day long. Jesus.
In the life eating episode, this one was totally rigged. Typically, I would eat McDonald's for every meal, but you know,
would be 1,000,000 times healthier than this. 1,000,000. I really mean it.
we can't be putting out that kind of content. And so, appreciate you watching, and we'll do an update video in a couple of years. Thanks for tuning in.
In a couple of years, I don't think that you're going to be around, realistically.
But wait, there's more.
I am making healthy decisions. These people buying the camera want to go to Dairy Queen for a blizzard. 1,000 calories, all sugar. I, on the other hand, am making smart decisions here and only having a frozen dairy treat. Not ice cream, because it's not ice cream. Thank you. Go ahead. What?
So, did you get anything at Dairy Queen?
I am a pro athlete. I'm all about health, wellness. My body is a temple.
Wow, he actually really believes that, probably. He is being sort of sarcastic, obviously, but this part is probably what he actually believes. Obviously, if you're an athlete, you hate yourself anyway. And if you're somebody who does triathlons, then you very severely hate yourself. Then you have some kind of trauma from your childhood or who knows what. I only say childhood because childhood trauma impacts you way more than any trauma later on in life. There's some reason why he believes that he doesn't deserve a good life and that he's not good enough. It is generally where it comes from, people who believe that they are not good enough the way they are and that they need to do anything to achieve these man-made goals, get some kind of validation and attention from people. And in this case, it's by doing triathlons, which is one of the most destructive ways to do any kind of sports.
Participate in this. That's right, I'm talking about you people.
So Lionel, we just went to Dairy Queen to test Lionel for the video to see if he could get anything unhealthy, and he didn't even get Dairy Queen.
Have a bite of your bosom.
No,
Come on, it's a medium. You can't eat that. Come on, give me one bite. That looks delicious. Oh,
only one bite though.
I got a big one with.
Ratio keto cereal. Why keto? I thought that he was joking about keto before, which he is obviously because he eats carbs all day long. I just don't get why he would be eating whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. Maple almond keto cereal? It's cereal with a lower carb amount? How low can it even be? What is it made out of? Nuts?
Told you I was doing keto.
The guy's physique looks super strange. I guess that this is what you should expect if you do triathlons.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I think I have a suspicion that eating sugar right before bed really screws my sleep up. So this only has, well, I didn't weigh it, but I would assume this is around a serving, 1 cup.
Everything from packages, all fake, all processed. He doesn't even eat any real whole foods except for the eggs, which were squeezed between the grain sludge. Instead of eating some more eggs, some fatty meat before going to bed, he eats more cereal. It's as if he believes that he needs to eat that. Instead of eating real food, he instead eats keto cereal.
2 grams of added sugar. 3 grams total sugar of 38 grams. So less than 10%.
Is this your last meal of the evening?
Total carbs, pretty much almost 1,000 grams. 7,000 calories in this day of eating? I didn't even see that. What? I guess that he's just eating carbs all day long. Yeah, okay. He's eating those bars. They are full of sugar. He just eats sugar all day. I guess that you can count it. At least it proves to you that calories don't necessarily mean nothing, of course, but they don't mean very much, because if you would eat 7,000 calories of meat, fat, protein, and some carbs, then you would be gaining a lot of weight. He wouldn't look like this, but only carbs, yeah, it doesn't really do much because there's nothing that builds your body in there. It's just sugar. You can't build anything on sugar because your body's not made out of sugar.
This will be my last, yeah, and some milk.
8:18 p.m.
And I'm going to bed.
If he goes to bed past 8 p.m. and wakes up at around 6, then he sleeps 10 hours a day. Maybe 9 sometimes, maybe 11, 12, I would assume realistically. He only wakes up because he probably puts on an alarm, then he drinks the coffee to wake up. It's just because there's a lot of adrenaline being produced by his body. That's what gives him the fake energy to fight through the day. And it is really fighting because it's very stressful. As I said, he hates himself. Only somebody who hates himself would be doing something like this. And then he also eats grain sludge, baked grains. some kind of man-made vegetables, a lot of fruits also, but that many fruits, because it's cultivated man-made fruits, are also not good. Some are fine, especially wild fruits. And 2 eggs, as far as I saw. And a bunch of powders and whatnot. He's not even vegan, but he ate a worse diet than most vegans do. Even though he got some of the nutrients which are missing in plants from the eggs, overall, if you really actually eat like this day in and day out, then it's no wonder that you look like that. Even vegans don't look this terrible, although they can't sustain their diet long term at all. Of course, he eats the dairy actually also, which I didn't mention at the very end. He's again getting some animal fat, even though it's pasteurized. Yeah, that's still technically more sustainable than a vegan diet long term. But overall, even vegans don't really try to eat that terribly. That they eat wheat and then keto, cereal, and just base everything on grains completely. Even though it's impossible for a vegan to eat a good diet, it can never be healthy. It seems like they at least somewhat try. This was just as bad as anything could get. And these are the people that society would see as people who make great life choices and are people to look up to, people who live healthy lives. And it's really just the so-called opposite of that. You can't even eat a worse diet and live an unhealthier lifestyle. Thanks for watching.